Hey guys, what's up mga kapatid? It's Kap here. How's it going? Yeah, I know it's been boring kasi tayo ng quarantine to, diba? Everybody's getting fit and I don't know, a lot of cooked food's been cooking around and I don't know, for some strange reason, even with all this, boredom and shit, I don't feel too much bad vibe on Facebook or whatever or anywhere online. It's not too bad vibes that I feel, but I feel a lot of unity going on. A lot of people willing to help each other, which is good. So I can't really say that that this quarantine or this coronavirus is a bad thing. Maybe we should actually even appreciate it, right? Anyway, well, this is my episode 2 of Kap, and today I'd like to share a little bit of me, tell you guys who I really am, and I'm not gonna give out my identity. That's pretty fucking stupid, right? But I'll give you a brief background of who I am and why did I actually think of doing this. Why did I think that? Why did I end up thinking that I'm actually how did I see myself as somehow qualified to say these things that I'm saying, and how I can say that that I've been there and done that, and how risky it actually was, because I can definitely say that the risk that I've taken isn't an ordinary thing. It's not. It wasn't something that that anybody could have just gone through or could even encounter on a daily basis, or not even in a few years for somebody. So anyway, yeah, who is Kap? Kap is Kap. Well, me, I'm a 40-something-year-old guy, and I came from a well-to-do family naman, and pretty much connected, and I could definitely say that that I grew up in an environment where I can say that I could have been a really spoiled brat, not just with my family, but but with the people around me, the help, even the friends with the help, neighbors, I was in a position where where I can demand certain things from people who aren't even family, just because they think I'm this and that, and well, to make it short, it was a I could say I was privileged enough to do whatever I wanted to do. I got away with certain stuff, that I did go through, and it actually boggled me in a way how I was able to get through those situations. So yeah. Right now I've decided to do this vlog, sitting down, because I kind of got some feedback that my first episode too shaky or whatever. You know, the people getting dizzy because of too much effects that I put in, and it just was kind of difficult to watch now. So I'll just do the sitting down for you guys and make it easier for you. So yeah, I'm a 45-year-old guy. Oh, why did I say 45? I already said 40 something earlier. And yeah, came from a okay family and with the right connections, ganyan. And I am the son of a drug addict. My dad was a pretty much hardcore addict, just as I was. Went through all kinds of drugs in volume as well. Diba? Never really had, even I couldn't even say that he's had like 50% sober days of his life, and life at home was just life at home was just crazy, and crazy was normal for me. So there you go. Well, when I was born, it was already crazy. Kumbaga, nung namulat ako, I already noticed that things weren't normal. Somebody in the family who obviously wasn't acting normal, and somehow I realized that that insanity at home wasn't gonna change either. So kailangan makibagay ako, diba? So yun, growing up, I went to good exclusive schools naman that that I fucked up, each and every one of them. I've been to like I think 10 schools. Never really graduated college. Never even graduated high school. Did I graduate grade school? Yeah, I think I did graduate grade school. But then high school, I took on the pep test, so I was able to jump into college. But the college that I jumped into wasn't a normal college. I took up interior designing, so it wasn't something like like going to UP and taking the UCAT. No, it wasn't like that. It was an easier entry. So yeah, there. Growing up, drugs was all around me, and crazy, insane. The crazy, insane environment was all around me as well as the crazy people. Diba? Crazy people, crazy, and crazy, but very important people. Like these were the cream of the crop of the crazy people. Like my dad's a couple of my dad's best friends during those times with whom he was taking shabu with was one was the son of a prime minister back then. I'm not gonna say names, but but that's him, and he even became the mayor of some province. He's a very nice guy actually, but fucked up in the head too. And another one was the number 2 guy of the CPP NPA, who claims that he's ordered like I think like 432 deaths. The executions made by the NPA, 432. Imagine that. And it's just sad that because of his the decisions that he's made in life. God just didn't give him the good exit that he was supposed to get. He died of bone cancer, and seemed really painful. I visited him before he died, 6 months before he died. It was like Um, I just entered the room and saw the room. It was filled with the mats on the floor, and there he was. Like a freak show. Parang yung mga taong palaka in the carnival. Like his elbows were twisted the other way around already. He was so skinny. His head was so big. And, that was it. So that was when I realized that karma was real. So yeah, okay, so let's go back to my druggy story. So yeah, during those times, when I was younger, since I've seen drugs, destroying the atmosphere in my house, I told myself I was never gonna do it. I told myself that this is something that I don't want to get myself into, diba? But an older cousin of mine even told me na, tangina pare, gagawin mo rin yan, diba? Trust me, at pag ginawa mo yan, I don't know how you're gonna get out. Amen to that. It took me a while. If without this quarantine, I might not even be able to get out of it. So yeah, one thing led to another. During grade school, I was nabansagan ako na the troubled kid. When everybody was in the classroom during grade 4, everybody was in the classroom already. I would still be outside, I would still be outside sitting on the bench, and even the teachers couldn't, pull me back into the classroom. That's how fucked up I was already, If they tried to pull me back into the classroom, I'd pick a fist fight with the teacher. That's how bad it was. So, yeah, next thing I know, first I first became a drunk. I became a drunk at the age of 12 or 13. I was a drunk and I loved picking fights. I was picking fights everywhere. Not that I'd always win, There were times that, I'd go home with a busted face or, sometimes my mom would even pick me up in the hospital. In most cases, actually. But then again, no regrets, no regrets. Because if I've never gone through anything that I've gone through, in my life, I would never have the wisdom to tell you guys what I'm about to tell you, And growing up, I've always questioned God, like, why me? Why? I mean, I look at my other classmates. How come they're all normal? How come daddy goes to school with them, gives them a peck on the cheek and leaves and tells them, hey kid, I love you, Well, that's what my dad tells me. My dad tells him he loves me a lot, but it wasn't normal like that. He never brought me to school because he wasn't awake at morning. Well, every time we were about to leave, that's the only time he was about to sleep. So there. My dad loved me. I love my dad super. He's my hero. There was one time. I'll tell you this, guys. But I don't want you to feel sorry for me when I tell you this, but because this is one thing that really made me stronger. It was one night, he was. I don't know if he was drunk or he was stoned or I don't know, man. But he was definitely out of it. I just woke up one night. I was grade 2 then. I woke up one night because my mom was hugging me so tight, and I heard her crying. So I woke up, looked up, and I saw my dad there standing on the bed, just right on top of us, and I saw his eyes. Parang yung mata ng mga nasa comic books na may stars pa ganon, diba? And he was saying stuff like parang ikaw mag-aral ka ganyan. When that putok sa mga mata, and he was also saying stuff to my mom, and I don't know. I just got so scared that I just passed out, passed out. And the following day, I went down, saw my dad, sitting by the phone, having coffee. So I asked him, pa, anong ginawa mo? Ba't po kami tutukan ng balik kagabi, di ba? And he's like, what? Ano sabi mo? Diba? Imagine that, man. He didn't even know what he did. Diba? He could have shot the both of us. I was in grade 2. He could have shot the both of us. He didn't know. So I told myself doing that. I told myself back then, parang, what am I to be afraid of? Diba? What's there for me to be afraid of? When the scariest thing that I should be afraid of is living with me. Diba? So there. So that kind of fucked me up, you know. I kept telling myself, why me? Why me? Why me? Why me? Why me? So one thing led to another, you know. I became drunk. I became a drunk, drinking every day, getting into fights, you know. And then on one fateful day, I ended up smoking shabu with one of my dad's alaga na painters, ganyan, diba? He had mga alaga na painters that were copying like real paintings, and making fake copies of real paintings. But he wasn't selling it, he was just copying it so that he'd have a copy of those paintings and he'd hang it inside the house. Funny guy actually. So there. So I ended up smoking shabu with this guy. I was 15. I was 15 years old. I didn't even know what a hit was. I just noticed that I just kept on talking. Talking was so much fun that night. And next thing I know, it was already morning. So sabi ko, tangina, may tama nga, diba? And yeah, from there on, I don't think I got addicted right straight off. It took me about mga 5 times pa smoking na hindi tuloy-tuloy, maybe on an interval of a month apart or a couple months apart, ganyan. And then when my barkada actually got into it, that's when it hit me. They would come to my house, every day, gats pa pwesto, diba? Tira tayo dyan. So sabi ko, okay, fine, diba? And then I realized it was getting to be so good. It was getting good. I was starting to look for it. I kind of felt that it was better than anything that I inhaled. It was better than cigarettes. It was better than weed. I never really liked weed though, but it was just good. And the problem was, when my head was going down, my body was just taking its toll. I was getting sick and everything, and the only thing that would make me feel better was getting a fix, smoking some more, diba? Not so much as scamming, but I was stealing around the house, and everybody noticed it. So that led me to being picked up by rehab teams and ending up in rehab, ganyan. I've been to about 5 or 6 rehabs, and it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy at all. So yes. One thing led to another. The last rehab I went to, I got out, and my family was getting really strict with me. Took all the locks out of my door, and next thing I know, I was kicked out of the house for something that I don't even have to tell you anymore. And until now, I haven't been able to go home. It's been 2 years. Lost my relationship with my family, my son. My son, I love my beautiful boy so much, and I haven't really seen him yet. Since then, I haven't really talked to him yet. But I'm still hopeful. I'm still hopeful that I'll be spending time with him soon, and things will be okay. Since the drug menace has finally stopped, right? And yeah, so life is like this right now, from abundancy to now poor as a rat, but I'm happy, no regrets. There are times I have no money, I eat simple food now, and my rich friends are kind of, come and gone, and there are times that I'm just left with myself and contemplate, think about the things I've done, and it helps me. Anyway, so that's that. How to say it? It was a shit life. It was a shit past, yes. But if it weren't for my shit past, the goal that I'm turning into right now would not happen, Like my mom just messaged me, something like, she got it from the Bible, and she said, when I told my mom about this vlog, and how I'm about to go on with it, she just got impressed, and she just sent me a message saying, the once rejected rock has now turned into the cornerstone. Man, that really made me happy. That made me smile. I still can't believe it. That she sent me that. So yeah. Anyway, what we're gonna do is I don't want the approach where the rehabs are doing, giving everybody a hard time, and as in too much punishment, so that these addicts would realize that you start thinking that hey, I don't want this anymore. I don't want to go back to this rehab. I don't want that. That's not going to be my approach. My approach is going to be, I am going to make you guys appreciate life. Okay, I am going to make you realize that life itself, by itself, can be more interesting than getting high. And it's possible. It's possible, man. Just look at this. Imagine if you're smoking shabu, you will not see things like this. You will not see beauty like this. Even if the sun was shining like this and it's all beautiful, you will never get to notice it. Why? Because you're fixated on getting the next high. You're fixated on getting the next chase, man. And you don't appreciate anything else. Now I'm appreciating all of this. I appreciate the air that I breathe. I appreciate it going into my nostrils, freely. Because there's not much mucus in my nose because of the fucking shabu, diba? And there's not much hassle in my life that I get to appreciate everything else, diba? And other than that, it made me think that I'm just 40 plus and shit, and I can still hack doing anything I want. I can run, I can jog, I can wrestle, I can I can do parkour. I can jump out. I can jump out of the plane. I can, I can go diving, whatever, And once this video, starts raking in a few bucks, that's when it starts getting exciting. I am gonna do everything with you guys. Okay, I'm gonna jump out of the plane. I'm gonna ride motorcycles. I'm gonna shoot guns. I'm gonna make life fun for you guys. I'm gonna make you choose life over drugs. Nice, diba? Anyway, that's it for today. That's second episode, which I think will be cut into 2 parts because my camera just closed like earlier, and I just had to restart it again. So, I'll see you guys again for episode 3, which I am still thinking about of what I'm going to say or what it's going to be about, but it's going to be there. Okay, so yeah. Stay off drugs, and we'll keep on rocking it, man. Rock and roll. Okay, God bless you, and I love you guys.